So you will discover that things like Gugurahundi were actually British sanctioned things for the purposes of destroying the true liberation that was going to come with Joshua Mkabe. But it is a hidden behind North Korea. You see, I've always wondered, why does North Korea exist as it is? Why is it not free? It's because these countries use North Korea for things that they don't want to be known publicly. So the British don't want to be known that Gugurahundi was actually by the British. So they will say it's Robert Mugabe via 5th Brigade trained in North Korea. So they are blaming North Korea, so it hides the true guy behind North Korea. North Korea has got no interest in destroying developed people, but however, the British had interest because they know that the person that was bringing freedom to Zimbabwe was Ndebele, who's Joshua Mkabe Konkomo, and is in Matabeleland. And by the way, the British took the country from the Ndebeles, okay, from King Lobengula. It was the Ndebeles that they had to defeat. So Joshua Mkabe Konkomo comes as a Ndebele, ask for freedom, and then they go to war. And Robert Mugabe, they had Zanda and Zipra. That wasn't the problem. All right. And then the British begin to say, no, this Ndebele, he wants to take the country back. So let's give the country to the other guys who are willing to be British stooges, which is ZANU PF, ZANU by that time, Robert Mugabe. Okay, he was a British stooge, and that is why the British needed to finish off the idea of setting Zimbabwe free by ravaging Matabeleland, by killing Matabeleland, killing the people in Matabeleland, therefore breaking their spirits, hoping that if they can succeed in doing that, they will break the spirit of liberation. You see, what was broken, what was killed in Gugurahundi was more than just the people. It was the spirit of desiring liberation. It was killed, therefore they would say that the Shona people must reign. And then they come around after they've killed the spirit, and then they say Sanu PF are going to have a government of national unity. There's no national unity there. It was national subjugation. It was the authority of the Shonas against smaller tribes, more particularly the Ndebele tribe, because the Ndebele tribe was the one that was ruling before the British came. So the British came and defeated the Ndebeles. So the British did not want a Ndebele person to be in power. So they needed to have the Shonas as a tribe. You see, before in 1980, there was no tribalism in Zimbabwe. There was unity of purpose. But they came and divided us for the purposes of using the other tribe with the Sona tribes so that they will avoid that idea of Zimbabwe being free again. So they use people like Robert Mugabe and Emerson Mnangagwa and General Chiwenga who were willing because they want power. Most people just love power. So when they were given power and they were given the mandate and the strategies of how to eliminate the Ndebele state as a whole, to them this whole idea was sold as a way in which uh, you can destroy your own political opponents in your country when these guys are not your political opponent, they're your brothers. Zanu and Zapu went to war as brothers, but they came out of the war as enemies because of the British influence. And the way that the British laid their plan is by the use of North Korea. You see, North Korea will always be like that because these countries like Britain who want to do dirty things in Africa or anywhere else, they will use North Korea. So North Korea was used. So I no longer blame North Korea for the 5th Brigade. I actually blame the British for it because it is them who use North Korea just as a smoke screen for you Zimbabweans to think that it was Zimbabwe, it was Robert Mugabe and the North Korean trained fifth brigade. So you think that if the British did not want that to happen, do you think that if Britain has had our interest at heart, would they have allowed Robert Mugabe, whom they put in power, to go to North Korea and train soldiers who will come and exterminate half of the villagers in the country of Zimbabwe? Do you think that Britain was going to be able to allow that since they were the superpower or the they were sort of like the big power in the 1980s over Zimbabwean politics by that time? Why did they allow it? They allowed it because it is them who wanted it to be like that. It is them who wanted to be like that, but then they hide behind ZANU-PF, hide behind Robert Mugabe, hide behind Mnangagwa, hide behind Faith Brigade, hide behind North Korea. So if you peel the curtain back and back, at the end there is a British Foreign Office, Zimbabwe. There is your enemy. Do whatever it is that you're going to do with it. My name is Ngobane. I'm done prophesying the word of God. Amen. Britain, if you think I'm lying, take that to the Spirit of God. You will see what He's going to do to you. Holy is God. Don't play.